to survive and to live. These two phrases in an English word is regarded as a synonym. Though I need to actually give us a dictionary understanding about these two phrases. If we go back to dictionary meaning of what survive means, you're going to find stuff like to continue to live or to exist, especially in spite of danger or hardship. Now, in spite of danger or hardship, that's what being a survival is about. Then when you go back to the word of live, you're going to understand that the dictionary meaning has that it's an act for you to remain alive. Now, these two phrases are synonym. If we understand what synonym is, these two phrases are synonym. But then when I say life is more like a jungle, in the jungle, every animal is not living. They're all surviving. They're all surviving because at one point they could be a prey and they could be a predator too. I did a video about that, about the race between the lion and the deer. That's on one of my videos on the channel. Now, I know all the time we've been looking about life like we want to get out from where we are to where we wish to be. But all the time we think about it, nothing's happening. I want you to understand something. I know you've gone through a lot of books. You've gone through books that have inspired you. You've gone through a lot of articles that have motivated you. But at the end of the time, you keep asking yourself why you still where you are. I want to tell you something. The only way to start is by starting. When I once told a friend that, he asked me, I still don't know how I'm going to start. Then I told him, the truth is the only way you're going to start is by you starting. When you kick up from the initial velocity, you need to understand the fact that it's all about sacrifice. You need to understand the fact that it's all about being focused. You need to understand the fact that it's all about marking your boundaries and your territories. When you move from point A to point B, and then you realize that point B is for the greater position and for the greater height, you stick a boundary at point B. Because if you don't stick a boundary at point B, you'll be returned back to point A. You're not surviving, you're living. Surviving in a jungle is to make a kill, and it's not for you to get killed either. You need to always mark the territory. You can't want to chase a greater height when you still shuffle between two positions. Listen, you can be between the rich and the poor. You're just going to choose a position for yourself. If you want to be with the rich, you're with the rich. If you want to go and be with the poor, you're going to still remain with the poor. You can't be in between these two people. The only thing that happens to people who want to be in between the rich and the poor, they end up being a slave in the rich part. And then when they go back to the poor side, they tell stories. You can't be in between them. It's either you're being rich or you're not. This is what it means for you to survive. In a time like this, we all are surviving. A lot of people could be living. When you start living, you start begging, pending. When you start living, you start believing in somebody else. But when you're surviving, you will understand one quote from Nigel White that said, when you are looking out for your lunch, make sure you don't end up being a dinner. When you're surviving, underestimation is a weakness. The only way you can start is by starting. I don't know how to tell you how you could go about starting your race. Sometimes we all get confused about starting our race. We all want to start that race of greatness. We all want to do everything it takes for us to be on that page of greatness. But then the question is, we don't even know how to go about it. I don't know about the fact that you have an opinion about how you're going to go about you starting your own new race. But what I'm going to tell you right now is, I want you to understand that the only way to start is by you starting. You just need to kick up that engine. That car is not going to move until you kick up that engine to start up. You know where the key is. Only you know where to start up the car. Only you know when to start up your life. Your life is like that generator. Your life is like that door. If you don't put the key in, you can open that shit. Only you know where you can open up your shit. I don't know about that. But only thing I'm going to do right now is to remind you that there's a part of you that you are not looking into. And that's the same reason as to why you're still where you are right now. And yeah, you still nag every day. You need to grab that key right now. And then you need to open it up. Because when you open it up, then you've started already. When you open it up, you're opening up a new decision. When you open it up, you're opening up your brains for new innovations. When you open it up, you need to be savage. Listen, no CEO, no boss is loose. Every boss is savage. One of the greatest tools to be at the greater height is for you to be savage. When you like them too much, they don't respect you. When you don't like them too much, because you're not showing them, they respect you and fear you. If you want to be a boss, one of the major threats you have to give to them is phobia. And that's what the lion does. When the lion pulls up, every other animal are embraced with phobia, turmoil, chaos, because he comes with phobia. So if you want to be a boss of your life, you need to create that path that when they see you, they see phobia. When they see you, they can't compete with you no more. When they see you, they can't tell you the same shit they told you the last time. When they see you, they can't look down at you. When they see you, they can't even underestimate you. Not until then, you are not starting. When you want to figure out the fact that you're starting, you need to understand the fact that you're changing a whole lot of shit about your life. You can't keep living the same way you're living, then you think that you're starting up some. No, you ain't starting no shit. The only way to start is by starting, and the only way to start is by cutting up a whole lot of shit in your life. It's by calling a spade, not a long spoon no more. It's by you not tolerating shit that not moving you forward no more. It's you right now not giving too much emotions to the things that are not bringing positivity into your life. Listen, you can love people because you pity them. That's not true love. Pity love is not true love. You can't be in people's life because you pity their ass. No, that's not true love. You need to make them understand that we're in life right now. And life is about the street, and the street is about the jungle. And in the jungle, every animal is a predator, and every animal is a prey. Mark your territory. Start something for your life right now. Pick up that key. Open that lock. For Trotivex has a quote. He said, don't get discouraged. It's often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. You may have lost a whole lot of chances of opening that lock, but I know there's a key in there somewhere. Grab that key right now. Open that lock. When you do so, you have started already. This is your homeboy Green.